Okay, this is on the Reynolds job, number 53529, installed on 418 to 421. So we are changing this fan coil to a furnace, 90% furnace. So I just ripped out the old fan coil. We have lots of room now. But Dallas will have to get back in here and do his gas before we can do anything. Anyway, so this is the return air here. I have a cut line here. This is the supply air on top. I have a cut line here. Okay. Man, I should put my dang book down. Okay. So, on the return air, you're going to put a canvas, a little piece, and a fitting that'll offset up. Your furnace will, and this duct will be 1.5 inches from the top floor joist here. 3.5 inches off the ground. Okay, so you have a 90 and then a 90. Then you have a filter box. And I made you 2 legs, 3.5 inches to set your furnace on. And so right off the furnace, I have a 3.5 inch offset. It'll offset the coil. The coil will sit right on the cement. And it has to because we've got this main drain going right there. So I brought the furnace up off the cement to get our drain out the bottom. We'll just have to put a 90 on it. And then here, I've actually started to dig the hole, but just to make sure it wasn't concrete. But we've got this little trench in the middle of the 2 concrete. So we're gonna have to dig a hole here. And we're gonna have to bring our condensate drain in here and put the furnace trap in here and a condensate pump as well. So, yeah. Anyway, so the coil will sit on the ground, and then a 90 fitting, and then a canvas right there. All right, so combustion air not applicable. The vent, 2-inch PVC to a flat wall termination. So you're just gonna come up and drill your hole tight as you can up in the floor joist. You can see where the line set hole come out here. And that's like real close to the ground. So we need to be as high as we possibly can. Anyway, and make sure you don't block the AC unit behind the flue, of course. The gas, Dallas will run that. We're gonna run the gas from a new meter to the furnace, a dryer, a stove, and a water heater over in a storage area, shed. So I'll go over the AC in a minute. The drain, I told you about that. And so you're going to put a condensate pump here. You're just going to pump it up and just tie into, you have a drain here. You have a drain, the shower drain right here, which I broke. So you can tie into that. And it goes right there. I'll have to get a plumber out here to fix this. Anyway, but yeah, you can probably just tie into right there. The shower drain. Okay. Thermostat, you're going to put an S30 thermostat on. It's right here. I unwired this power here. This was your power to your breaker. And it had a fan coil. So just make sure before you turn it on that it's 120 and not 240. I didn't check to see what the fan coil was, but they're usually 240. Anyway, yeah, just make sure you check that beforehand. Okay, so let's go out. So while I'm here, the meter so the furnace will sit right here, and the meter will be coming in right here behind the furnace. So Dallas will need to run gas to this furnace, and then he'll have to get back here before we put in our duct to do his gas line and stuff, because he needs to get back there. Okay, so I'm going to be running the gas to this stove and to this dryer, and then out here in the shed there's going to be a water heater in the basement. If you go down here, and then I forgot my flashlight. There's a water heater right here. And he may end up moving it, have the gas over here, but and he may put in a tankless, so size the gas accordingly. But this is a brand new water heater, and this is for future. But anyway, where all these water lines, the boiler lines come in, there's a chase under the ground into that crawl space. And it looks better with my flashlight, but you can get a gas line in there and feed it from point A to point B. Okay. So the breaker panel for this AC unit is behind the fridge in the kitchen. I was able to see it does have a 30 amp breaker, so your breaker is okay. We use this existing disconnect. This was your line set hole, but you can put the AC wherever you want. Just keep in mind with the flues. And there's your lovely AC units. Okay, anyway, what else? I think that's it.